with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down, McDonald. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on first down. McDonald. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal.
Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 7, Panthers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
No gain on the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's McDonald. Hunter Henry brings it in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And it's complete. Henry. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Green Bay passing game certainly in sync. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Play action. It's McDonald. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, McDonald. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Forbath will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
At the 26.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
take over 1st and 10 at the 32.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A quick throw to Ratley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
They go play action with McDonald. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, McDonald. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, about that.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Panthers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
McDonald. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
McDonald's back.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. McDonald. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On the return, it's White. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5.
Now a play fake. Breeze going deep here for Parker. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's McDonald to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get this down to the 10. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and goal at the Panthers' 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, McDonald. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. A nice little juke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A final shot before half for Breeze. And that will be incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that's Sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They go right back to Mack. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Breeze now to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Play action. Breeze. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now Mack. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
4-yard gain. Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. Looking to run with Mack. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Marlon Mack. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Mack. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. McDonald sets to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards, the final tally.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
22-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Breeze. This will be taken in by Hightower. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Ready? You ready? You kill. Switch.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Panthers.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 10 yards to go.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, now Breeze. Going up top. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Big stop, P. Big stop. Let's go. Watch 36. 36 tonight. Switch.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Saquon Barkley. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. Boy, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw on 3rd down, McDonald. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Josh Gordon.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Open man is Gordon, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That's complete to Hightower. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
On the play. First down, Panthers.
On first down, Breeze. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback and makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Mack. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. John Hightower, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
The Panthers.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their back.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Panthers 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now it's Wilson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is McDonald. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
McDonald.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They have the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, McDonald. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
4 yards.